Hey y'all, Bloodwing here, back to bring some grumpiness to your internet. And welcome back to Redneck Radio, the podcast where you get a nice, healthy side helping of peach cobbler with vanilla ice cream. Sounds good
delicious.
to me. Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
With me, as always, is Irate Bear.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're well this evening.
Did anybody else hear that, or is it just me? My voice cracked. Am I turning 15 again?
Apparently. You started reversing in years now.
Yeah, I'm going backwards.
Apparently,
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish.
Well, would you go through all those years of lowered blood flow just to reverse your age?
I hear people say all the time, "Oh, I wished I was a teenager again." Not me. My teen years were terrible. Now, if I could go back to say,
because Bloodwing was a teenager during the war, you see.
if I could go back to say 35 or 40, I might be down with that. But teenager, no. Way too much angst as a teenager.
Yeah, I was a very angry teenager myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to relive my experiences again, just for the sake of shaving off a few years.
Yeah. I'd be afraid I'd make the same mistakes all over again, even though I knew better.
No, I wouldn't want to go through the same experiences again.
No, not me. I was not a very well-behaved teenager, and I was bound and determined to kill myself. I mean, not outright, but, by circumstance, doing dangerous things and taking a lot of drugs and,
EVL1 there's annoyed at me. I'm so goddamn pissed off at you, Bear, right now.
Yeah,
you had AOC in Britain. Wait, that bitch was here? Damn it, I missed my chance. God damn it.
You could have, like you said, took one for the team, dude.
No. We already have technically taken one for the team. We have Gwyneth Paltrow living over here. And you lot wouldn't keep Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
Although technically speaking, he does actually have a house in Beverly Hills, I think is where he has the house.
That wouldn't surprise me.
But you could have kept him. Like permanently. You can't have him just for the weekend,
Yeah, I know. I was just watching him last night, actually, on Netflix. He has a series of documentaries about women in prison that he does, and I was watching that. It's actually not bad.
Well, I mean, there is one article that I imagine pertains to that I have for today.
Well, how about that? Great minds, huh?
Does Madonna live here?
Well, she was living, I thought, in Portugal, but I think she recently left Portugal.
They kicked her out. Where does Madonna live? It's an old article. I don't know. It's all about her moving to Portugal, but if she doesn't live there anymore, then don't know. EVO1. Okay, you got me. I'm sorry. Yeah, she came over to tell the Labour Party all about the Green Deal, and they loved it. Of course they loved it. Of course they loved it. There are a bunch of socialists as well.
Yeah.
I bet Diane Abbott and Corbyn were dribbling.
And thank you for that reason. That's something that I usually forget to mention. Remember to switch to live chat because, you don't want YouTube censoring what you see in the chat. Come on, we're all grown-ups here, I think.
I wonder if AOC put on a fake accent for the sake of the Brits. Hello, Governor. Would you like to hear about my new Green Deal?
Oh my God! If she did, I hope somebody filmed it. If she did, I hope they filmed it.
The Green Deal means more chips and gravy. Pip, pip.
That's funny.
Oh, God. I missed my opportunity to kidnap her. It's a shame. It's a damn shame.
Oh, no, I didn't. I must have missed it. As you know, I've been on bed rest. This is the last day for bed rest. Yippee! I'm laying flat on my back, and it's a little hard to see the screen. So And you could probably hear it in my voice that I'm laying down. I'm sorry.
I stole part of your joke, Manic. I'm gonna keep calling you that because you can change your name as many times as you
Oh
like. But it's
yeah,
really
that's who that
Manic.
Canaan fodder is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Canaan. I'm sorry. I first met you as Manic. You always be Manic in my heart.
It's like Corbin Thomas. He likes to change his name from time to time, but it'll always be Corbin to us.
Yeah.
On Ghost Poo. I see the whiffy woos in the chat there. You actually gonna stick around for once, woman?
Hey, Vanilla.
No? I don't know. So, how are you, Bloodwing? How was your weekend?
Not bad, not bad. I feel pretty good. I was hurting pretty bad about 4 o'clock this morning. I woke up, my hips were killing me. My body just does not like laying flat on my back. And I got up, smoked a cigarette, took a pain pill, and went back to bed. I was fine, but I feel pretty good. The game I've been playing, XCOM 2, War of the Chosen, I actually beat one of the big bads earlier today, so I feel good about that.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Doing good. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you very much. I played Tropico 6 for the first time since buying it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It has a lot of subtle differences. I need to play it some more to get the full experience.
Yeah, the only one of those I played and I really enjoyed it was 4.
4 was really good, yeah.
I really did enjoy it. The humor in it was just fantastic. I think I especially liked what was it? His sidekick. What was his name?
Penultimo.
Yeah, when he'd come on the radio. This is great.
Yeah. No, there's a bunch of new stuff in it. You now have, or you can have, multiple islands and manage them all at once. You can, I presume, you can switch between them, and you can link your islands together and share resources and whatnot. I haven't tried that yet. I've just played sandbox mode on a single island.
Right.
They brought back the old mines, which they didn't have before. They've separated the police and fire department, so they're 2 different buildings now. They've reskinned a bunch of stuff, got new prison, got new resources that you can farm with plantations and ranches. You have a coconut farm now as well. It's a standalone thing. You can also appoint political ministers to positions, various positions in the government. Oh, and you know the Swiss bank account?
Yeah.
It actually has a proper function now. So it's actually worth you saving up money for, because there's a guy who will give you access to various benefits that you can buy with your Swiss bank account money.
Does it still have those annoying rebels?
Presumably, yes. Presumably, yes.
They always popped up at exactly the wrong time. Like, I don't have time to fool with this right now. I'm trying to build this here over here. And Manic, I was pretty sure it was. You're not telling me something I hadn't figured out on my own, dude. No harm, no foul. I don't even play with them anymore, and they're on to a different one anyway. So.
Oh, well, you can carry out raids now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a couple of different buildings that you can build, including the Pirate Cove and like a special armed forces building where you can send off teams of soldiers and pirates to go loot a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna get some more time in that and experience, get the full experience later on after the stream, I think.
Jen, I don't know what the conversation is. It says, yeah, but pretty soon robots will do everything anyway. Yeah, I seen an article earlier today where Walmart is putting robots out to clean their floor. Why? Because minimum wage. $15 an hour.
What did AOC want to raise it to?
I think it was 15, but I'm not sure. She says so much, I have a hard time keeping up sometimes.
Oh, what was it? Her that's gobbing off about the national minimum wage.
Oh, well, so many of them do. It's a hot topic, and it comes, and it has been for years and years and years. It comes up all the time.
Yeah,
You know, as we've discussed on this stream before, that's all well and good, but it's not going to solve anything. It's just going to raise the inflation. It's exactly what will end up happening. But yeah,
which in turn jacks up the cost of living.
Yep. Yeah, you can raising pay, whether it's minimum wage or whatever. I'm all for people making whatever they can make, but raising that is not going to solve any kind of economic crisis. It's just going to make it worse. It's called inflation. You have to figure out how to lower prices. And I'm no economic whiz, so I don't know how you would do that, but that's what you'd have to do.
And hello to you, Pat.
Yay. Hey, Pat.
In the chat there today. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're well. What news did you have today?
Well, I think we'll lead off with, I guess you could call this the lead story, I guess, since it's what inspired the title. Europe slams exaggerated U.S. tariff threat and prepares to retaliate.
What?
Yeah.
Europe?
To
retaliate? Against the U.S.'s exaggerated terror threat level.
Tariff, not terror. Tariff.
Oh, tariff. I thought you said terror.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. The EU has hit back at new U.S. proposals to target European goods with tariffs following a World Trade Organization ruling over subsidies for Airbus. Trade tensions between the EU and U.S. flared Monday after the U.S. said it's considering $11 billion worth of retaliatory tariffs on a range of goods in response to illegal subsidies the EU granted to the aerospace firm. The WTO ruled last year that these allowances had caused adverse effects to the U.S., with the decision coming after a long-running litigation battle between Washington and Brussels over their respective aviation giants.
Okay.
Shares of Airbus were trading 2.3% lower Tuesday after the tariffs were proposed. The spokesman for the company said there's no legal basis for the U.S. move to impose sanctions and said the EU had complied with WTO rulings. The European Commission's criticized the proposals. The EU is confident that the level of countermeasures on which the notice is based is greatly exaggerated. The amount of WTO's authorized retaliation can only be determined by the WTO-appointed arbitrator, a commission spokesman said. On Monday, the office of the U.S. Trade Representative said it would slap tariffs on EU goods ranging from aircraft to fish, dairy products to binoculars, olive oil, and wine, according to a preliminary list. It said it estimates the harm from the EU subsidies as $11 billion in trade each year, although the amount is subject to an arbitration at the WTO, the result of which is expected to be issued this summer. This case has been in litigation for 14 years, and the time has come for action. The administration is prepared to respond immediately when the WTO issues its finding on the values of U.S. Countermeasures. U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer said, or Lighthizer, that's how you said in a statement Monday. Yeah, they're ticked off at us because they tried to pull a fast one. They got caught at it by the WTO, and we said, well, we're not taking that.
This is how it starts. This is how it starts. Oh, hello, darling. You're right.
Both sides have now been found guilty of paying billions of dollars of subsidies to gain advantage in the global aircraft manufacturing business. The EU is still waiting to hear from the WTO about what retaliation rights it has after the organization found in 2012 that Boeing too had received billions of dollars in illegal subsidies that had been to the detriment of Airbus. The WTO also ruled in March that the U.S. had failed to comply fully with its earlier ruling to remove all illegal subsidies that Boeing had received. The European Commission spokesman also said Tuesday that Brussels is ready to retaliate in kind, noting that in the parallel Boeing dispute, the determination of EU retaliation rights is also coming closer, and the EU will request the WTO-appointed arbiter to determine the EU's retaliation rights. Some analysts have accused the U.S. of double standards. GAM's investment director of global equities, Ali Maramati, said the U.S. tariff proposal was quite bold. Well, we are Americans. We're kind of known for being that.
I sent you something in DMs, mate.
Oh, all right. I have to say the country which is the home to Boeing accused Europe of state subsidies for Airbus. This is quite bold, he told CNBC's Squawk Box Europe. Like, what? So he sounds like to me like he's saying, how dare they? You know, the home of the EU is where this is at. And, you know, how it's bold of you to threaten sanctions.
Mm.
What are you going to do about it?
What can the EU do about it?
That's my question. It's very well established that both Boeing and Airbus exists only at the discretion of the respective hosts or host government. President Donald Trump tweeted Tuesday that the EU has taken advantage of the U.S. on trade for many years. And it just goes on and on with much of the same stuff. I read another article about it where we're only threatening to tariff $11 billion worth of stuff, and they're threatening $300 billion supposedly, and supposedly it's supposed to hurt American consumers. Because they make like 20% of the vehicles sold over here, and the tone of that article almost made it sound like they were going to close down the factories over here, because we've got over here, we've got Honda, Toyota, we've got Mercedes, we've got all these foreign manufacturers, but a great many of them are made right here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
They're not shipped. It's cheaper to make them here and sell them here than to ship them over. So I don't see how that's really going to hurt us. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not smart enough in the ways of global economics. I don't know.
This is how it starts, mate.
Yeah.
Trade war.
Hey, Drunkle. Yeah.
And Gutenberg.
I don't know. What it all comes out if you look at it like I did. I read 3 or 4 articles about it today, and it all comes out where it sounds like they're just saying, well, we can't control them like we can in Europe, so we're just going to pitch a hissy fit. What are you going to do? Look, folks, yeah, we like to trade with the world, but America can pretty much stand on its own if it had to. Good. What the heck? How you doing, Schnoz? Surprised to see you here, buddy. But yeah, I mean, the EU threatening to sanction America's trade, it just makes me laugh. I guarantee they rely much more on our trade than we do on theirs.
Yeah. Considering how stagnant the EU market is as well.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. So you sent me something in Twitter.
Yeah.
And DMs. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wait a minute, Drunkle. You can't say that. That's my line with Gutenberg.
Did you want to switch like we did last time? Where you do an article, I do an article. All right, I'll just pop the chat out real quick. And the missus just sent me something in DMs, actually. Oh, she sent me an image because our local Comic Con is going to be pretty big this year. And some of the actors and actresses from Stargate are going to be there. That's pretty interesting. Okay, well, we'll start off with the racist chocolate ducks.
Yeah, I saw that.
Waitrose, for those who don't know, is a rather upper class, I would say, supermarket here in the UK. Waitrose apologizes and pulls racist Easter chocolate from shelves. And these are basically Easter chocolate ducks. There's like a thick chocolate one, a white chocolate one, and there's like another one that's lumpy. I'm not sure what's in it.
Say white chocolate and I shall appear.
He does.
Bloodwing, give me a fucking wrench.
He's been begging for like half an hour.
Post something and I'll give you a wrench then.
Yeah, it's so hard done by.
I was just waiting for you to beg.
There you go.
There it is. All
Wrench
those
me,
wrenches.
daddy. Oh, I feel dirty. Oh, why did I say that?
Because you're a dirtbag?
All right, Mr. State the fucking obvious.
Oh, and Grisilla, I cannot wait to see. I did see your post. It says, still working on the comic cover. I think I have an idea for the look. I can't wait to see it. If you guys have never seen Grisella's work, you're in for a treat. It's awesome.
What's Grisella doing?
Making a comic book cover for me, like she did for the Lords of the Night.
Ah, okay. His weapon is nostalgia and the walking stick.
Thank you for the wrench, Bloodwing. I'll be off now, mate. Guys.
Bear, I haven't used the cane since I left
shit, he
the
actually
hospital.
left. He'll be back. Oh yeah, you haven't used the cane since you got home, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't used the cane since I left the hospital 2 weeks ago. So yeah,
I told you.
Pretty proud about that.
Well, all you have now is nostalgia, then.
Yeah.
Don't forget the dementia.
I think dementia really a weapon.
Is there a joke in saying don't forget the dementia?
Weaponized dementia. Thank you.
I'll work one out.
Well, if you get in trouble, you can always use that as an excuse.
Never worked for me before.
I never said she, Grisella. I just used your name. I don't think I used a pronoun, but okay.
Well, is Grisella going on about fucking preferred pronouns?
Called me a smeghead.
Well, fair enough. Smeg is not a word you hear often enough, is it?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
But for the love of God, people, don't Google it.
Google it.
Yeah.
Do not Google it.
Google it.
I did out of sheer morbid curiosity, and now I'm afraid of my own dick.
Smegma.
Good old bit of smegma. Smeg is actually like a brand of refrigerator as well, isn't it? It's not must stink when you open one.
Store my cheese inside my smegma.
Chad was telling me that I did say she. Well, blame the Alzheimer's. I don't remember.
Speaking of pronouns, I've had an awful lot of people who unironically have their pronouns in their Twitter accounts follow me recently.
Yeah, don't you love that?
So why are you following me? I'm a fucking heathen.
Yeah, when you could be following me.
Nobody wants to follow you, Drunkle.
No, I know.
Barely tweet as it is.
Even my stalkers are like, ugh.
Corey says, hey,
barely
Bloodwing.
tweet is.
Hey, Bloodwing, when will you get a shotgun cane? I'd love to have one, and those are a real thing. They actually do exist.
Yeah, I had one in Saints Row too.
Yeah.
That's the closest we'll ever get to having something like that.
They're real. I can't wait for the next Saints Row game where you'll be running around with a potato peeler. It's set in the UK.
Yeah, we don't have any superpowers or a dubstep gun. We just have an assault whisk and a potato peeler.
Yeah, and a wistful melancholy.
And extreme passive aggressiveness.
Oh, yeah. I invoke the power of cutting. You don't go around killing anyone. You just write to the Radio Times about them.
Hey, Loki. What's going on?
I'll continue with this article.
All right. Yeah. Continue. My good man.
So, yeah, these are the Easter ducklings that are apparently racist. I'll share screen so you can see just how racist they are. You have to present me, Dad.
All right.
Oh wow! So you got black, you got brown, and you've got normal.
You got crispy, fluffy, and ugly. The trio of chocolate ducklings was pulled from the shelves of Waitrose stores. Posh bastards. Waitrose has apologized after customers accused the supermarket giant of being racist by labeling a dark chocolate duckling ugly. I ain't ugly.
One of them had to be it. If it was the white chocolate, people would be like, well, that's completely accurate.
They're all ugly.
They're all ugly.
I wouldn't have sex with any of them.
I never understood that. Yeah, well done, yeah. I never understood that ugly duckling fairy tale though, because it's a duckling and it grows into a swan. That's not how ducks work.
No,
it's just misleading. Is what are we teaching that to our kids? Oh,
I think it's the ugly duckling that tried to prevent me from making my way down that path on town when it was snowing a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it's like, you shall not pass because you made fun of me.
Fucking swans, man. I was walking through the city centre the other day. I saw a load of swans. I was just shouting like, fuck you. I fucking hate swans. But then, the ugly duckling, it's not a duckling, is it? I guess the ugly cygnet doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? Although cygnet ring,
yeah, I don't know about swans, but I know around here, Canadian geese, oh, Lord, they're everywhere, and they are mean as crap.
They do,
and you're not allowed to touch them because it's against the law.
They don't respect the American border either, do they? They just fly over it, flaunting it. They don't give a shit.
Shoot them down, I say. No. Run,
build a wall.
hurt one of them, and good God, go to jail.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, fuck those as well, then.
What's the point of them if you can't eat them?
I hate these bloody elitist birds. Get a job. Living off the taxpayer. Flaunting border control. Fucking swans.
Illegal flying aliens.
I'm adding flying aliens. I'm adding geese to my list of birds that can suck a dick.
Can ducks even suck anything?
I don't think I'd put mine out anywhere near a goose.
I don't know.
Not if you want to lose it.
If you pay a quackhead 10 quid, they'll do pretty much anything.
For God's sake.
Yes.
Oh. I've had all the puns replying to me going to this on Twitter. Quack.
Yeah.
The supermarket, have I read that bit? Yes, I have. Some customers took to Twitter to share a picture of the £8. See, I told you these were up.
What?
It's Waitrose, mate.
Reason Vision says, Drunken Uncle, they do have to migrate. Yeah, I understand that. But if they're going to do so legally.
So that's like $10. I'm not paying $10 for 3 chocolate ducks.
One of which is fuck ugly.
Yeah. I mean, I love chocolate. Don't get me wrong, but
this one's got bits in it.
Yeah. It's because it's the ugly. They've all got a filling, you see. It's got crispy. That's what it's got, like a praline, crunchy praline in it. Fluffy is filled with marshmallows, and ugly is filled with nails.
Nails, as in nails that you use to build stuff, or fingernails?
No, fingernails.
Oh. Yeah.
Fingernails.
Thank you, Pat. He reminded me, backhand that like button, y'all. Yeah, please do like and share, because YouTube's not going to do that. And if you want to go a little further, help an old man out, there's super chat, and there are links for my Streamlabs and Patreon in the description.
Just tell him you've already donated and you forgot. It's fine. Can we have a quick round of applause for Data Wasteland as well? He's just informed us 114 days with no cigarettes. Well done, Data Wasteland.
Hey, good job. Good job.
You weakling.
I'm going to have to quit smoking sometime here in the near future. I've promised my doctor.
At your age, mate, I'll just wait until I die. If I hit your age, I'll be doing... I'm not saying I would inject heroin, but I'd definitely smoke it.
Well, he kind of put it to me this way. If I don't want to go through this surgery again, I'll quit smoking. So, yeah.
It's more about the cost of the surgery, though, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, we're starting to get the bills on that.
I'm having a cigarette now. Data Wasteland just told me about that.
Yeah,
I've got a craving. Yeah.
As soon as someone says it, I'm like, oh, cigarette. So the £8 Easter chocolate treat saying it's racist, and you have a super chat.
Yeah, thank you, Corey. Goose crap is everywhere, and you have to navigate it like a minefield. I know, right? If you live anywhere near open water, here in Indiana, that's the way it is. And
that's the thing. I'm all right with them crossing the border. Like, just respect the country you're in. Learn the language.
And forget trying to fish. Forget trying to fish because they will chase you everywhere.
But fish?
Uh-huh.
Get out of the water.
You know, if you're trying to go fishing in the pond or lake or wherever they're at, yeah, they will chase you all over the place. They're on me.
I'll just stick to Pokemon Go, I think.
As long as it's not PUBG, you might get hit by a fucking train. Right,
I'll end up committing suicide. Speaking of which, actually, my friend just texted me. I got to leave in about 20 minutes.
All right.
I've got a team assembled to get a legendary Pokemon. But the bastard, he said, right, come here for 8.25, pineapple legendary. I want to text you. You bloody bastard.
Wait.
I know he's got the legendary part right, but I'm not fucking pineapple.
We're not ignoring the fact that you just said that you're setting up a Pokemon Go team to go take down the legendary Pokemon in the game Pokemon Go.
No, I'm just joining my friend's team.
Thank you, Owen Harmon. Last super chat until Drunkle sods off back under his humorless rock.
Oh, I wish I could afford a rock. Not with today's rock prices, mate. Oof.
Oh, Drunkle, I'd like your thoughts on my latest IB video if you get a chance,
I don't think
mate.
you would, mate.
Have you watched it?
No.
Oh. Well,
you?
Yeah.
Oh, someone's got to watch your channel, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't like it, mate. It's full of geese. Yeah, I re-downloaded Pokemon Go because I found I'm not leaving my flat much. So this is giving me the incentive to get out and walk around a bit. Helps me sleep as well. I've always had trouble sleeping. When I come back, I'm doing like 10 kilometers a day. I'm fucking pooped. I sleep well, mate.
Good.
Sleep well. Ready Vision says I should do a response video to your video, Bear.
I don't know what. I don't think you disagree with me, to be honest.
So meta.
I did have someone complain at me saying, "Why do you anti-SJWs need to have a go at people like this? It's like it doesn't even matter." I'm just like, well, first of all, I'm not an anti-SJW. That genre hasn't existed for a while now. I'm a social political commentator.
Yeah, but I mean, Nazis haven't existed for a while. It doesn't stop people from going around throwing that name about, does it?
That's like calling a janitor a sanitation engineer.
I do like that.
I just said, why do drama channels make videos about drama? It's entertainment, mate.
Yeah.
Someone wants to watch it, they will.
I made a video.
When?
I've just finished it, actually.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what, last week?
Thought I'd, yeah. I thought I'd come watch, listen to a bit of Redneck Radio while it was uploading.
Yeah.
Regretted that instantly.
That's super chat.
Thank you, Grizilla. Love you, Bloodwing and Irate Bear, Drunken Uncle. Meh.
Grizella's a swan's name.
Check doing some serious shade, Drunkle.
Yeah, but it's making you money. That's fine. That's what I do with Campbell on Mondays. He sends better super chats just to insult me, so I fire a couple back, making some cash. To
be fair, I got some abuse last night from that rando in the chat. It's only fair.
Did you?
Yeah, that was it. Powwow or something.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, that rings a bell.
Yeah, they're giving me shit, saying why is Irate Bear the worst one out of the three? I said, why are you such a massive faggot?
I remember that now.
And then he donated. I was like, I've earned his respect.
I've earned his respect.
He now recognizes me as the alpha. Fantastic. I'll continue reading. One user wrote, crispy, fluffy, ugly. Trio of Easter ducklings at hashtag Waitrose. Ugly is the dark one on the right. Overheard
for all you black people who can't read.
That's the second time you fucking made me giggle like that.
Sorry, man.
Overheard woman saying, This is not sorry, this is Waitrose, isn't it? This is not right.
Yeah, what's a black person doing in Waitrose? Must be a spillage in one of the aisles.
I agree, doesn't look good at all. Thousands of other people. Why hashtag ugly?
I don't know. The fairy tale, maybe. I mean, we all know the fluffy duckling, don't we?
It's got what are those like purple bits on it? It could be purple with like a black coat.
It's duck leprosy.
Yeah. Another user wrote, at what Waitrose succumbed to balmy political correctness sweeping UK. They've taken Easter chocolate ducks off shelves because one of the set of 3 is called Ugly from classic Hans Christian Andersen children's tale, The Ugly Duckling, for fear of causing offense. It's made out of chocolate, you... Oh.
So are you. I once knew a guy called... I used to know someone called Hans. And when I first met him, I was like, hey, all right, man, what's your name then? And it was across the room. And as he said his name was Hans, he also waved. So I didn't know if he was saying Hans or Hans.
So look, I have hands.
Really confusing.
Was he German? Please tell me he was German.
He was not.
Yeah, I'm Hans.
You might... yeah. My name is Hans. This is my Handy.
I knew you could say that.
My name is Hansy.
Oh, this is stupid.
Of course, it's stupid.
I hate it when stuff like this, you know, seeps into real life.
Well, what's even worse is that they actually pulled it from the shelves.
Yeah,
I mean, if I was Rachels, I'd go, "Oh, grow up."
Yeah.
The chocolate ducks, you faggot.
Yeah, by pulling it off the shelves, they're admitting that they've done something wrong.
I think so, yeah. Never apologize.
It's a freaking... It's fucking... Oh. This is just sad.
Fucking ducks.
It's Easter chocolate. That's what we do on Easter. We go out and we buy chocolate eggs.
Easter chocolate?
And chocolate bunny rabbits and ducks, apparently.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know.
It's spring, isn't it? I've never really associated rabbits with spring.
No, neither have I, really.
No, it's fucking stupid.
Blossom, yeah.
Yeah, bit of grass, yeah.
Yeah, freshly cut grass, yeah.
Let's have some chocolate trees.
some cotton candy trees.
Yeah. That sounds good, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But then people would be like, oh, why is the ugly tree the brown one? They're all brown.
That's the bark, you retard. Oh, God. It's just ridiculous. Bloodwing, did you want to switch over to your side now?
All right. Let's see here. Oh, here we go.
Whoa. Hold on. Kyla, I'm not a chav.
He is a chav.
You don't even know what a chav is, Kyla. You're not even British, are you?
Wow.
I don't think he's British.
You are chav.
I'm not a fucking chav.
You are. I've seen you in your knockoff Adidas tracky bottoms.
I don't wear tracky bottoms. I don't wear tracky bottoms.
You got a tattoo. You don't work. You're a chav.
I've got loads of tattoos.
You're a chav, and you don't have a job. You're a chav.
I'm a stay-at-home dad.
You're in an interracial marriage.
How is that chavvy?
Because you're doing it. You're a chav.
No.
Such a chav, mate.
That's what I have to say about that.
That is a very chav thing to reply.
What, fart?
Yes, it's a chavvy fart.
No, if I went...
It smells of fucking Doritos and Tesco microwave meals. You're a chav.
I haven't had a microwave meal in a long time.
Oh, at McDonald's then.
I've not had a McDonald's for a few weeks.
Wait a minute. You sound like you're describing me.
You're one of those American chavs then. What trailer trash. That's what they are in America.
I don't wear a tracksuit. I wear jeans. And I don't wear a Burgundy. Is it Burberry?
Burberry, yeah, Burberry.
Bargainbury hat.
One of the most disgusting patterns I've ever seen.
I hate those.
You go, oh, I know what'd be trendy. Beige.
I also don't wear gold rings. I don't wear any jewelry.
It's because someone stole them from you while you were out chavving it up.
You can't steal from me. My fingers are too fat to pull them off.
Yeah, fat chavvy fingers.
No, P-Dog, I believe they're saying chav with a V as in Victor.
Yeah, but is it council housed and violent?
I've not heard that in a long time. Oh, I don't drink cheap cider.
But you're not denying you live in a council house.
Well, I do live in a council house.
You chow!
He pays good money for his cider, he'll have you know.
I'm paying your rent with my tax.
No, you're not. I pay
fucking
rent. No, you're not. We're not on benefits in this house.
Bet you are, though.
Bet we're not.
You are such a chav. You've got 2 kids of different colours. You're a chav.
Oh, my God. It's not chavvy to be a stepdad.
It's really chavvy to be a stepdad.
No, it's not.
It is.
Chavs don't take on other people's kids.
Yeah, they do. That's how you get the child tax credits.
Fuck you.
Sorry, I'm shitting all over your news. Carry on, mate.
That's all right. Representative Ilhan Omar calls White House advisor Stephen Miller a white nationalist. I've got to share this picture. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second.
Please tell me his irate bear in a Burberry hat.
Fuck off.
He's got his chin pierced.
Oh, that sounds horrible. That sounds horrible.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah, that's him, all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Does she not look happy there?
Oh, yeah. Don't they always, though?
Oh my gosh.
Compo face.
Representative Ilhan Omar slammed a senior White House advisor as a white nationalist Monday on Twitter.
Oh.
Stephen Miller is a white nationalist, Omar, a Minnesota Democrat, wrote. The fact that he still has influence on policy and political appointments is an outrage. She pointed to reporting that Miller has been behind President Donald Trump's hardline immigration policies, convinced the president to drop his nominee to lead U.S. immigration and customs enforcements and go in a tougher direction. Now wait for it, folks. Wait for it. Omar has faced criticism of her own in recent weeks. One of the first 2 Muslim women in Congress, she has been accused of pushing anti-Semitic tropes, which prompted a rebuke from several House Democrat leaders. Republican critics of Omar, including the president's son, Donald Trump Jr., viewed the congresswoman's attack against Miller, who is Jewish, as anti-Semitic. Yes. But yeah, he's a white supremacist.
That's ridiculous. That's like when someone called Ben Shapiro a Nazi. Like, that's fucking...
he's a Nazi, folks. He's a Nazi.
Right? What the fuck?
How
do they do it?
A lot of Jews have been called Nazis
another
these
House
days.
Democrat, Representative Mark Pocan of Wisconsin, defended Omar, saying he was never accused of anti-Semitism when he also called Miller a white nationalist last year. Rather than attacking Omar, why won't they stand up to white nationalism and President Trump's support for the very fine people?
I mean, as long as they're not going out beating people up, you know, be whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Believe in whatever you want. I really don't care.
Exactly. Pocan wrote on Twitter Tuesday, referring to the president's remark about the 2017 Unite the Right March in Charlottesville, Virginia. Trump appears to be in the midst of cleaning house at the Department of Homeland Security. Over the past 2 days, Homeland Security Secretary Christian Nielsen and Secret Service Director Randolph Tex Alice were ousted, and at least 2 other officials have been named as possibly heading out the door. CNN reported that at least some of the sudden personnel changes came at the urging of Miller, who's been recently empowered by the president to lead the administration's border policies.
So they're jealous. Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah. Miller was the author of Trump's controversial travel bans and the administration's zero tolerance policy. That's why they think he's a white supremacist. That was halted due to the backlash over thousands of undocumented children separated from their families at the border. He played a key role in Nielsen's Sunday resignation. The staff shakeup appears to be indicative of the administration's attempt to redirect immigration policy following a surge of migrant apprehensions at the southern border in recent months.
Bloody geese.
So, yeah, he's a white Jewish supremacist. Oh, my God.
You can't make that up, man.
I'm telling you. How are they? I just don't understand.
I've seen these arguments presented on Twitter by a lot of commies and people of that nature, saying that the Jews and stuff that supposedly to perpetuate the idea of white supremacy aren't alt-right, but they're alt-light, which is just a nice way of saying they're fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those couch Nazis, armchair Nazi.
Yeah.
Giving salute from their armchair. Zeke Heil.
Fuck.
I mean, come on, there are real Nazis. I
This
know
is about
one.
you, Bloodwing.
Yeah, I'm not going to prison for a fucking American.
I know one personally. This jackass actually has a portrait of Adolf Hitler over his mantle.
Could be worth something, though.
I know this person personally. So, yeah, I know they exist, but they're very few and far between. But if you listen to these guys, they're around every corner and under every rock.
Who's to say that, you know, they're inherently bad people anyway? They might give money to charity, you know, like help work with blind kids and everything.
Yeah.
You know, hug a Nazi.
Oh, okay. What you got, Vet Bear?
Fucking Jack saying black men can't swim. I used to be swimmer of the watch, I'll have you know. I bloody well can swim.
He was in the... Mind you, my grandfather was in the Navy and he couldn't swim. I thought that was fucking incredible.
That is kind of funny.
Well, you can't get in now unless you can swim. So
yeah.
I know this. They had to make sure that I could.
They give you some Burberry armbands to wear.
Oh, yeah, God. Can you imagine?
Oh, yes.
That's surprising because I know here in America, my cousin's husband, who was in the Navy in Vietnam, would tell stories of how when he was in boot, the first thing they did was threw him in a pool to see if they could swim, and they were taught to take off their bell bottoms and do them some way to use them as water wings.
What was up with the bell bottoms?
So they could get them over their shoes easily and use them as they were actually meant to be used as water wings. You learned to capture air in them. And
now you're talking.
I had to wear them. Random Americans asking what the difference is between a weeaboo and an otaku. A weeaboo is somebody who's obsessed with Japanese culture in general and also has a really bad habit of disrespecting Japanese culture by butchering their language and just storing up loads of samurai swords and getting everything wrong about the Japanese culture and shitting all over it. An otaku is somebody who's just obsessed with anime.
And they're all freaking weirdos.
On that note, I'm going to have to take my leave, gentlemen. Thank you for inviting me on Bloodwing. Thank you for the wrench.
No problem, Drunkle.
I'm going to go and spend it right away.
All right. Have a good one, man.
See you later.
Bye, chat.
And thank you, Cryptic. Great, you got the pineapple upside down's cake on. That's Drunkle and Bear. Oh.
Is P-Dog's nickname or other title Nigerian Prince? Because Sarah keeps accusing me of stealing it.
Do what? I didn't quite hear you, Bear, because my alert for the super chat came just as you were talking.
Oh, you should turn those off. You should only have it on for Streamlabs. Apparently, I'm stealing P-Dog's title by calling myself a Nigerian prince.
Oh.
You can have more than one Nigerian prince.
Yeah. I mean...
He's the piano prince.
According to the internet, there's bunches of them. You know, you guys have seen the emails.
Yeah, exactly. There's loads of them. Yeah, I do have something else for you. If you just give me a moment. No, he's an actual No, he's not an actual Nigerian prince. And and believe it or not, as I said in my video, I actually have Nigerian blood in me. I'm the only real prince. No.
Well, Barry's the artist formerly known as Prince. So what about that?
How many emails has he sent? Ask yourself that. No, I have an article, and it's from CBC News. Man who accidentally stole car 21 years ago, searching for vehicle's owner. Is there any point?
Stole the car 21 years ago?
Yes.
Okay.
Accidentally
stole it. Okay.
Accidentally by purpose. I don't know. 1998 Slurpee Run turned into... What does that even mean? 1998 Slurpee Run turned into unexpected theft that's made great story to tell over the years. Yeah, just how you committed Grand Theft Auto. I'm sure it was a hilarious story to tell you, friends. Kevin Friedman has been living with an open secret. What? An open secret? It's not friggin' secret then, is it? For the last 21 years. The Winnipeg man stole someone's car by accident and now wants to find the vehicle's owner to explain what happened. 21 years later. You're an animal, sir. You are a monster. I always felt guilty about it. Well, why don't you try to return it then?
Freaking Canadians.
I felt horrible that I stole someone's car accidentally, albeit, and I wanted to reach out to her in the beginning.
But it took me 21 years to do it.
Yeah, it just took me over 2 decades. I wanted to reach out to the police to let them know what happened at the time, and I was talked out of it because it was pretty much no harm, no foul, explains Friedman, 38. What do you mean there was no harm, no foul? You stole someone's car.
And how do you do it accidentally?
Presumably they had exactly the same make and model, and I bet that their license plates were nearly identical. Maybe like a number off or something, I'm betting.
The key would have had to fit, though.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Friedman says it all started when he went to run an errand on a break from work in August 1998. The 17-year-old lifeguard and swim instructor didn't have wheels because he had hit a cow while driving on the highway about a month earlier. Moo! He says a colleague offered her car so he could bring them back. Slurpees on the hot August day. His colleague's car was a light-colored mid-90s Ford Taurus, which Friedman recalls as a very common car at the time.
Yeah, they were.
He went out and spotted a white Ford Taurus sitting in the parking lot of the Sargent Park pool. And you get a timeout for being a spastic. Oh, no, wrong one. I'll just undo that. And then there we go. There we go. For being a retard. Where was I? He went out and spotted a white Ford Taurus sitting in the parking lot of the Sargent Park pool, now known as the Cindy Klassen Rec Complex, with the windows down and doors unlocked. Friedman went to start the car, but had some difficulty. Eventually, after putting on his seatbelt, he was able to get it to start. And I thought, oh, I've never heard of this technology before. Maybe they have this. Maybe they have this. You can't start the car without the seatbelt done. So that was my thought at the time.
Yeah, it is a thing.
Friedman drove downtown to a police station to take care of his parking ticket. He says when he came out and tried to get in the car, the door wouldn't open. I was really concerned that I had broken this woman's car, like the first time I'd ever driven anyone's car without them there, and I broke her car right off the bat. That's when Friedman says a couple of parking officers offered to help. The commissioners walked up, asked me if I was having some difficulty, and I said, yeah, I can't unlock the door. This is my friend's car. So one of the commissioners said, well, I've got a Ford just like this at home, and the keys are really wonky, and sometimes just have to know how to do it. So he took the key from me, tried once, tried twice, unlocked it, and he said it was all in the wrist. All in the wrist. Friedman says it took another 10 minutes to get the car fired up. For some reason, the car wouldn't start even with his seatbelt on. So I was pretty upset, pretty panicked. I must have done something, or I'm just so incompetent that I can't start a car if this guy can unlock it on the second try. Friedman says he drove it to the public safety building next to take care of the ticket after finding out the downtown station didn't handle tickets. Then he did the Slurpee run and apologized to his co-worker for damaging her car key and ignition. She said, well, I don't think anything happened. It's probably fine. Friedman left, but came back later to work on a second shift. That's when he noticed something strange. His co-worker's car was still in the lot, right where he'd left it. Friedman thought he had damaged it so badly she couldn't drive home. So that night I didn't sleep all that well because I was kind of feeling embarrassed and ashamed that I had done this to her car. In the morning, he apologized to his co-worker. Foreign, weird name. I said, Foreign, I'm so sorry. What happened to your car? How come you let this? Is so boring. This is boring the life out of me. This is boring the absolute life out of me. So he's nicked someone's car and then decided 21 years later to return it. Basically.
Yeah, Jay Wolf and Faithless have both mentioned, and if you've worked, I spent 13 years working in the car industry. It is true. When I used to work for car dealerships, we would hang on to old keys that got left behind, or you would just find. And everywhere I worked would have a big bucket of keys. And if you had a car you couldn't unlock, you just went through that bucket of keys and guarantee one of those keys was going to unlock that car. If it's similar enough, it will work with a little jiggling. And Hey, why don't you go ahead and give? I'm feeling brave today. Why don't you go ahead and give Gutenberg a link there if you feel like it?
Roger that. There for you now. Yeah, that's correct. Done.
And before I go on with the next story, I'm going to grab me a cup of coffee right quick. No, I'm not going to the bathroom. So
he is. He's lying.
No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. I'll be right back.
Okay. Whilst Bloodwing's doing that, guys, I hope you're all well. I hope you had a lovely weekend. Who do we have in the chat? We have Della Hayes. What's going on, Sarah? You just need to accept the fact that I'm the new Nigerian prince now. Jay Wolf, what's going on? Mr. Dax, he's wearing diapers. Yeah, that must be it. That must be it. You know, usually this is when he goes to the toilet. I mean, what? Nearly an hour in. He's usually going to the toilet. I think he went twice on Saturday. I think. Can't remember. What's going on, chat? What's happening? Good afternoon. Oh, good day to you. Good evening. Cynical Lindsay. Brr. Sarah, push. You faux prince. No. I'm the new one. I have more subscribers, therefore I'm better. Necrosol Collins. Yo, what's going on, man? There can only be one. I stand with the knight. Well, you do that. Standing on the wrong side of history. Typical. Simius, what's going on? He's caved. Do you mean catheterized? Is that the right word?
Who's catheterized?
You.
Who, me? No, I was when I was in the hospital. But no, they took that out after a day. Thank God. God, did that hurt?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Wow.
Yeah, I can imagine that'd be quite painful. Do you want to switch over to you now?
Yeah. Let's see. What was my... Oh, yeah. Florida Good Samaritan shot dead after picking up tab at Waffle House.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wait for this to load for a second. There we go.
All right. What's up, guys? How we doing?
What's up, Goot?
The first time you ever came onto a stream and not deafened me.
Not deafened you. Yeah, I thought I'd go a little late on you. How you guys been?
Been good. I'm just recuperating.
What are you guys talking about here? What's going on?
Oh, just whatever.
Yeah, there you have it.
Bloodwing's about to read some news.
Yeah.
About a Good Samaritan being shot.
Yeah. A Good Samaritan picking up people's tabs and giving out money at a Florida Waffle House. Of course it's Florida. Was shot. Yeah, Waffle House was shot dead Sunday in a fight that seems to have been sparked by his generous gestures, officials said. Craig Brewer, 41, was shot in the head and killed at about 3 a.m. during an altercation at a Gainesville Waffle House, according to a statement from the Alachua County Sheriff's Office. The suspected shooter, Ezekiel Hicks, 25, was arrested at the scene. Witnesses told deputies that the victim was paying for meals and giving out money, and that devolved into a verbal and then physical altercation, said Lieutenant Brett Rodenizer with the sheriff's office.
Good German name there.
Yeah. The Gainesville Sun reported that Brewer was picking up customers' tabs and handing out $20 bills. And a woman who was there with Hicks got angry because Brewer hadn't paid for her meal. Hicks confronted Brewer and started arguing with him and then left the restaurant to get a handgun, according to the Alachua County Sheriff's Office statement. Hicks went back inside despite protests from a bystander and started a fight with Brewer. As the fight continued, the suspect took the handgun from his pants and shot Brewer in the head.
Goddamn.
Yeah, that's
that's pretty fucking emotional right there. I don't know if I think Waffle Houses are just a southern thing, right? You don't have any up near you, do you?
Yeah, we've got Waffle Houses. Not very many, one or two, I think, here in the city.
You have a super chat, mate.
Yeah, I heard it come through and then forgot about it. All right, thank you, 6. Fist bumps for BW Gutenberg. Awesome cubed.
Did you just combine Irie Bear and my name? Did that just happen? You said Gutenberg.
No, that's what he said. For BW, Goot and Bear.
Yeah, it sounded like you said Goot Bear. Don't ever lump me in with fucking Alex.
Gutenberg. Your life has been
Bear.
improved dramatically ever since.
Highly doubt it.
I'll get you a Burberry hat, mate. You'll love it.
Deputies had already
worry.
been called to the Waffle House to disperse a large, unruly crowd. But when they got there, they discovered a murder scene, Rodenizer said. Hicks was arrested about 2 minutes after deputies arrived, he said, adding that a 9mm handgun was found at the scene. Hicks is being held without bail on charges of first-degree premeditated murder and carrying an unlicensed firearm, according to Alachua County Jail records. An employee at the Gainesville Waffle House directed NBC News to Waffle House's corporate office for comment. We are saddened by this tragic incident, and right now our first thoughts are with the victim's family during the most difficult time, Waffle House Incorporated spokesman Pat Warner said in a statement.
I kind of checked out there for a moment, but who shot who in the head? Was it the guy giving out the money in the?
No, he was giving out the money. He didn't pay for one woman's bill, and a man that was with that woman went out, got a gun, shot him in the head.
Oh, I mean, sounds totally normal, right?
Right. How much you want to bet it's a racist thing? Because it's showing a picture of the guy that done the shooting here, and yeah. I can hear the argument. What?
I'm just saying the fuck. Well, like, what the fuck is wrong with Floridians, man?
Too much in Florida.
Oh, that was impressive.
I'll give it a 6, maybe a 7.
I've never been to Florida. How about you, Bloodwing?
Twice.
I've been there.
Now, I've been told by other Floridians that the northern Florida panhandle part is nothing like the southern part.
It's not.
It's not. I heard the northern part is more like south, like kind of redneckish now.
It is. Yeah. They raise cattle up there, and
Yeah, the Vanilla Bears. Some of Vanilla Bear's family lives in the northern part of Florida, and they are rednecks.
Probably the better half of her family.
I heard they go mudding, and they brew moonshine.
Fair enough. Isn't South Florida just Jews and Cubans?
Yeah. I don't know about that. A lot of Cubans. Yeah.
The second person I met in Florida was actually a Cuban.
Where are you guys at on the Cubans?
I don't really have an opinion.
No, I don't.
I've only ever met one of them.
Yeah. Thank you, Pumpkin Trucker. Waffle House, 1236 North 52nd Street, Philly. Just saying.
I'd never even thought to go to a Waffle House. That thought has never entertained my brain, not once. But I'm sure they're a hoot here. I mean, if you want to get shot in the head,
I have.
You go into one, take your camera, and sit in the corner and film.
No, that sounds like I think the equivalent we'd have here would be Denny's after 2 a.m. I think that's the closest thing I could get to.
Yeah, and that gets pretty well. I used to work for Denny's on the overnight shift, so yeah, that gets pretty nuts.
Did they have the security guards in the in the weekends?
No, this was back in the very early 80s, like 1980.
That seems like when you would need them in the fucking 80s. But
I did have to clean up a bathroom after somebody got attacked with a razor once. But
well, that sounds like the 80s, right?
Yeah. I just opened the door and turned the hose on. I'm not cleaning that blood.
And to bring this around full circle, also Cuban known for pulling a razor blade.
Also, what? I coughed right.
The Cubans, they're a fan of the razor blade.
Oh, the razor blade.
Yeah. So I've been told. I've never met a Cuban in my life.
No, I think the only one I even know is Madwoman Muse.
Yeah,
she's
actually.
Yeah. She's probably the only one I even know. Here we get, believe it or not, this far north we get a lot of Mexicans, but
I don't have one Mexican within the 100-mile radius of me right now. God willing. God willing.
We've got quite a few of them here in Indy.
I trash the Hispanic folks, but you know, I'm a big fan. Big fan. Just, you know, stop hopping the border.
Yeah. Come over legally. I got no problem.
Same here. Same here. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. So yeah, go to Waffle House, get shot in the head for handing out $20 bills and paying people's meals.
Wow.
Makes sense, right?
Scumbag.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. All right, what you got, Bear?
Just because he didn't pay for them. Pathetic. I wish Monkey was here for this one.
Oh.
It's Peppa Pig related. Children at Peppa Pig movie screening left in tears after trailers for horror movies are shown in theater. So presumably before the movie started, a bunch of horror movie trailers were played prior to them with a bunch of very, very young children in full view. Children eagerly awaiting to see the new film Peppa Pig Festival of Fun began their theater experience in tears after trailers for horror movies featuring blood and violence were played before the screening. Oh God. Can you imagine how loud that room would be? Just with children screaming.
I hate children.
That sounds like whoever was running that theater really wasn't thinking.
Yeah, more than likely. Parents briefly removed their children from the screening at Empire Cinema in Ipswich, England on Saturday after trailers for the films Ma and Brightburn were played before the children's movie. Brightburn, a superhero horror film featuring Elizabeth Banks, shows a child wearing a mask and seemingly killing a bloodied woman at the end. The trailer shows flashes of hanging bodies. The trailer for Ma, starring Octavia Spencer, is filled with sexual violence, blood, bodies, and includes a scene of a teen being hit by a truck. Oh, those kids would have been absolutely just mortified.
What were they thinking?
I don't know.
I don't think they were. And Owen Harmon, yes, we do put chicken and stuff on waffles. It's very good.
Chicken and waffles is amazing.
Yeah.
Pretty good. The gravy.
Charlie Jones, a BBC journalist, said she took her daughter to the film screening and attempted to cover her eyes when the scary trailers were played. I'm going to have to watch these trailers now. Normally, I would expect her, my daughter, to be singing and dancing when watching something like Peppa Pig, but she was just really subdued, Jones said. I tried to cover her eyes during the trailers and told her they were silly films for mummies and daddies, but there were lots of kids crying and she was very confused and started crying too.
Is there anything worse than a crying child?
100 screaming children?
Yeah, that would be worse. I mean, I've raised 3 kids and I have 10 grandkids, so I've certainly heard my share of children crying, and it still gets to you.
I'm assuming after a while you kind of just block it out, like it's just background noise, right?
Yeah, if it's a persistent thing, yeah. I remember when my oldest daughter, when we were first breaking her from the bottle, oh God, she cried all night for 3 days straight.
I got an orange box here in the chat. John Connor. Okay. John Connor says, I'm a couple minutes behind, but Gutenberg, the more you talk, the more I think St. Louis. Do I sound like I'm from St. Louis?
No.
That's what I thought too.
No, you've got that PA accent.
Much like Irate Bear, I had to try to shed my accent and try to speak more of like a Fox News tone, because I've gone back and listened to live streams before with my accent and I got fucking physically ill. I was like, there's no way in hell I fucking sound like that. I sounded really fucking strange.
When I was younger, I used to try to hide my accent, but I can't, so why bother?
Most people thought it was, a Philadelphia accent. I'm like, no, it's a Pennsylvania Dutch accent. And it's really fucking strange to listen to. When you talk to somebody that actually has the full-on accent, they sound mildly retarded. So that's why I've tried to shed it over the years. Where are you guys at on the new Joker movie coming out?
Well, I saw the trailer for that, actually.
Yeah, that's all I've done is seen the trailer.
Right.
It looks interesting. Real quick, Reason Vision, no, I haven't been to the bathroom yet. Good if you don't know they take bets on when I'll have to go to the bathroom during the stream, because it always happens. I've seen the trailer. The only thing is that one of the big things about Joker is he doesn't even know what his origin story is.
Right.
So that's kind of odd to me that they would make an origin for the Joker for that reason. But it from what I've seen in the trailer, it looks interesting. Nothing screams out to me that, this is terrible.
Is it Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, that dude, he's a great fucking actor, like and Gladiator and all that shit. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, he's a fantastic actor.
I think, you know, there's been a lot of debates that who could pull off the Joker after River Phoenix, or was it the other guy? Not River Phoenix, fucking the dude that died.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Who the fuck is that?
Someone in the chat will tell us in a second, I'm sure.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody could pull it. I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to be able to pull off a fucking really good Joker.
I agree. He's a fantastic actor. What else has he been in?
Signs with Mel Gibson.
Well, that wasn't a very good. It's Heath Ledger. Yeah.
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
Yeah. Thank you, Peter. I think Heath Ledger's rendition was just awesome. While he didn't capture the look exactly, he captured the spirit of the Joker very well.
Right.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. Not only that, it seems as if this Joker, he's going to actually have to play against himself, versus in, you know, the Dark Knight, he had all those other actors to kind of feed off her, all the other characters, I should say. It seems like this is going to be more like a Joker in solitude type of thing, like the beginnings, like you just said.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just woke up. My brain's just fucking booting.
Yeah,
up.
like I said, the only question I had about it is historically one of the biggest things about the Joker is no one knows exactly how he got started, not even himself. He's always telling different stories.
For the trailer, it looks like it's going to start following him from like mid-20s or some shit. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see anything about it that just screamed to me that, oh God, this is going to be terrible.
What's one of you guys' favorite movies, like on the darker side?
Ooh.
On the darker side of films,
Clockwork Orange.
Digging way back.
Yeah, the very disturbing movie though.
that was an English film, right?
Yeah.
I'd have to say No Country for Old Men. About once a month, I'll put that on, and just for like a little bit of background noise. Just the fucking acting in that is fucking spectacular.
You know, I've never watched that. I often see it on Netflix all the time, and I'm like, well, yeah, I'll watch that. I've just never got around to it.
Oh man, it is. I'd have to put it up in the top 5 for myself. It is just a great movie. Not a lot going on, but it's heavily dialogue driven, and it's beautiful.
Mr. Dax says 2 girls, 1 cup.
Never made it through that whole video. Never made it through.
A friend tried to show that to me, and I started heaving. Just no.
Apocalypse Now is a good one too.
Yeah. Necrosol just brought up Apocalypse Now, another good dark movie that I did enjoy. Yes.
What's the Vietnam film with Mel Gibson? We Were Soldiers. I like that.
Yeah. I haven't seen that in a long time, but I don't remember it being a particularly bad film.
I thought it was quite good.
A lot of dark movies surrounding the Vietnam War were made. Deer Hunter comes to mind.
Ooh, Deer Hunter's another dialogue-driven movie that's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's strange how the transition from movies like in the 70s and 80s until today, it seems like the attention span of people are so fucking short that everything has to be like action, action, action. Versus like those 70s movies, it would be like an opening scene of 20 minutes and nobody talking.
Yeah.
Think of like Charles Bronson with some fucking Death Wish. The opening scene from Death Wish, I think it's 3 or 4. It's literally 15 minutes of no talking, just him driving around fucking like doing like day-to-day life, day-to-day tasks like throughout your life. It's like, what the fuck? This is boring.
If you watch it, it's an awesome movie.
What is?
Death Wish.
Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I got a little high before I got on here, so I'm kind of having a little trouble. I got a little too fucking stoned. Holy shit! No way I should have a microphone in front of my face.
That's okay. Speaking of microphone, you haven't mentioned that I sound terrible, so I must sound all right. You were always picking on me.
I was laying in bed and I flipped on the stream and I was like, wow, his mic sounds really fucking good. What'd you get?
An Xbox 360 Rock Band microphone.
Are you serious?
I'm serious as a heart attack.
Does Shawshank Redemption count as a dark movie?
Semi dark.
I love that. I love that film. I love that film. It's great.
Yeah.
Green Mile. Does that
Green
count?
Mile's good. Green Mile's good. That's pretty dark.
In case you think I'm kidding you, there's my microphone.
No, I believe you. It sounds just as good as Bears or I. And we have fucking what, $100 microphones.
Yeah.
And I apologize. I'm if you didn't know, I'm on total bed rest. Have been for 2 weeks after surgery. So
Is that far away from your face too?
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Do you know how long it took me to get this fucking XLR mic set up correctly? And there you are, just fucking lounging in bed with like a fucking stand-up microphone.
Yeah, it's redneck engineering, man. I'm a master of it.
Jesus Christ. What you been up to on the island there, Alex?
You know, just same old, making videos for both the channels, and that's pretty much it, really. Live streaming and stuff. Oh, did you hear that PewDiePie is investing into DLive?
What is that a streaming platform?
Yeah. It's a platform that Ralph tried to use after he got booted from YouTube, but the site couldn't handle the amount of people or something.
Oh, that's stream.me?
Yeah, no, he moved over to Stream Me. DLive is a different platform. Apparently PewDiePie is like investing in it, and he's going to be giving $50,000 to streamers.
Oh, wow.
Over there.
Well, if anybody can get anybody to migrate to a platform, it's got to be fucking PewDiePie, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Cynical. Wow, Bloodwing, you sound older than you look. I'll take that as a compliment, but I think you need glasses.
Yeah, you are an old fuck, huh? What are you pushing?
59.
Now? 59. Jesus Christ. I'd be laying in bed too.
Well, I'm only laying in bed because they put part of a cow in my groin.
Part of a cow in your groin?
Yeah. I had vascular surgery.
Jesus. When did that happen?
2 weeks ago.
Right.
They put a stent in the artery that runs the left side behind my belly, and then they cleaned out the part in my groin and then patched in a piece of a cow artery.
Cleaned out. Now, are you still on bed rest?
Today's my last day on bed rest. I can get up tomorrow.
There you go. You got all the women and children in your house catering you?
Just the old woman.
Just
it's just been her and I since the other crew moved to Michigan. My daughter and her kids moved to Michigan. So
did you get a little bell to ring to let them know when you need something?
I'd end up eating that bell if I rang that at my wife.
Well, that's sweet.
What about you, Goot? What have you been doing?
Oh, dude, I just been working a ton, 12-hour days here for a little while. Just fucking relaxing, man. I've been doing shit. It's the first time I booted up my PC in about 5 fucking days, dude.
Must be nice having 5 days away from the shit mess that is the internet.
Yeah, taking a break is a good thing once in a while.
It absolutely is. That first year of YouTube, I just went so hard into everything. I think it started to fuck with my mental well-being. And ever since, like, I had that conversation with myself, like, dude, like, you're literally fucking kind of stressing yourself out, like, researching all this shit. Like, take a step back.
That's why if you look at my Twitter, the only thing you'll find on my Twitter most of the time is just me joking and having fun with people, like, you know, telling you to fight me and just stuff. I leave the politics to my channel.
Absolutely. I don't like when people are serious 100% of the time. Like, everything's got to be political. Everything's got to be this or that. You know, just fucking. After a while, you just get bombarded with it. It just gets fucking stale, dude. You know what I mean?
Like, MC, you laugh, but my doctor was actually made that joke to me. My surgeon made that joke to me. He has a strange desire to chew his cud now. Yeah. My granddaughter's calling me Moo-Paw.
I like that.
They took a part of a cow and did what?
They took a part of a cow's artery and grafted it into my artery because that part of it was too plugged up. They couldn't clean it out.
Oh, what is it, like plaque or what is that? Cholesterol?
Yeah, plaque. Yeah, that's why I got to quit smoking here soon.
Quit smoke.
Yeah.
Do you guys see that?
What got me was I was talking to my surgeon about it. I like this guy. He hasn't beat me over the head. I'll give that a 6, Bear.
So I was better than the last one. That's at least an 8.
Oh, no. Come on. I'll show you a good fart here in a minute.
Don't shit yourself.
Please don't do that.
But he says, look, I'll tell you something. I smoke a pack a day of Marlboro Reds. This is my surgeon. He says, so I know it's tough. So yeah, wait until you get better, until you get all this recovery out of your way, and then hit it, because you're gonna probably be a bear to everybody around you. but
Right.
he says, I'll help you out with whatever you need, patches or whatever. When
Yeah.
you get to that. So, okay.
Yeah, what is that skullduggery dude bear from back in the day?
Oh yeah, Skullduggery. He's a British fella who lives in Texas, I believe.
Yeah, he was posting he went on the Chantix thing, and he said he's like 2 months clean from fucking smoking, and he said it's fucking worked out well. I was thinking about checking that out. I don't care so much about the health at this point. I'm just fucking concerned about like the $300 I spend a month on a pack of fucking, American spirits. Like that shit gets fucking it gets expensive. Especially mine are like my $10-11 a pack.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah.
So see, well, I make my own.
Mm,
I can make 3 cartons for what it costs to buy one.
right. You just buy the pipe tobacco, right, or whatever.
Pipe tobacco. Well, they call it pipe tobacco. They do that to get around the taxes. It's cigarette tobacco.
Gotcha.
And then I buy the pre-filtered tubes.
Mm. I got a carton of cigarettes from the Amish a few years back. I didn't know if you guys know this, but southern part of Pennsylvania, they grow a lot of fucking tobacco.
Yeah.
Not equivalent to like Virginia or anything, but the Amish will sell these cigarettes, and they have a weird, like, when people say like an earthy taste, you think of like a dirt or like chewing on fucking bark or something, but these literally tasted like fucking disgusting ass, and people fucking love them here for some reason. It's like if you leave a pack of cigarettes out in the rain, let them dry, shove them behind your couch for like 5 years and light it up. That's exactly what they taste like.
Ooh.
Yeah, not a big fan of the Amish cigarettes.
That just seems odd to me that the Amish would grow. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem to jive that they would make cigarettes.
Well, it's Amish grown tobacco. I'm sure they're not out there like fucking peddling it like fucking Philip Morris or anything, but they do sell them at like a lot of the flea markets and shit. They'll have like the stands and whatnot.
Cynical Lindsay says vaping is so much cheaper than smoking, and there's a huge variety of flavors to choose from.
But you look so douchey.
I know. I've tried the vaping. It chokes the crap out of me. I can't do it.
Can I read this article to you both?
You can.
PewDiePie picks DLive as exclusive live streaming platform. Will donate up to $50,000 to other creators. PewDiePie, YouTube's most popular individual creator, he's also the top streamer on there, imagine my shark right now, is throwing his weight behind DLive, a live streaming video service that promises far better economic terms for creators than other major platforms. I also believe that people viewing by simply interacting with the chat, you can earn money as well. Not sure how they do this yet though, so bear with me. The vlogger, gamer, comedian, whose name is Felix Schellberg, says he will use DLive exclusively for the next several months anyway to present weekly live streams. PewDiePie is slated to kick off his first DLive stream on Sunday, April 14th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, I believe that is. DLive is built on top of the Lino network blockchain-based currency system. The DLive service doesn't take a cut of the revenue generated by live streaming creators through subscriptions or digital gifts, and it pledges that it never will. That's compared with other providers, including Amazon's Twitch, which keeps 50% of channel subscription revenue. In addition, DLive generates credits to reward other participating live streamers based on consumption of their content.
Wait a minute. There has to be a platform processor that takes some sort of cut, right?
Well, I mean, it says it's not taking any money from the streamers, so ads, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know, but someone's got to process the payments, and that shit isn't fucking free. I wonder how that works out, but continue reading.
I'm excited to start live streaming again regularly, Schellberg said in a statement. DLive is great for me because I'm treated like a real partner, just like all of the other streamers on their unique platform. In his first DLive live stream, PewDiePie says he will donate $10,000 to $50,000 in Lino points, the platform's currency, to other creators who are live streaming on the platform as a way to encourage more uptake. DLive is a place where instead of competing against each other, it benefits creators to support one another, said Wilson Wee, co-founder of Lino Network. PewDiePie has always been a fierce advocate for the value that creators bring with their hard work, time, and effort, and he believes in DLive's vision. Financial terms of PewDiePie's deal with DLive and Lino are not being disclosed. PewDiePie has more than 93. Yes, we know how big he is. Lino Network, based in Cupertino, California. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
I have no idea.
No idea.
California, was founded in July 2017. The startup last year raised $20 million in funding, well done, Variety, by Zen Fund, a Beijing-based venture capital firm with participation from FBG Capital, D Fund, and In Blockchain, according to Lino Network, whose name is a contraction of Livestream Now. Thanks for that. DLive is the first service built on top of Lino. It launched in September 2018 and claims to have over 3 million monthly active users and 35,000 active streamers. Some of the most popular creators are Noah from DLive. Yeah, okay, I don't care about that. How are they making money? That's what I want to know.
Well, Hex too, and you mentioned link chain. It makes me think maybe there's some truth to this. Is I think they get it through the fact that it mines crypto while you watch.
Oh, they're one. There are a lot of background websites. There was a company that just got fined millions of dollars for taking processes from people's CPUs and using it to mine fucking Bitcoin. So can you link me that article, Bear? Can you send it to me?
I'll just read the last bit where it talks about that, and then I'll send it to you, mate.
All right.
DLive says it gives 90.1% of all subscription and gift revenue directly to creators in the form of Lino points. To reward the most popular live streamers, the other 9.9% goes into a pool that rewards people based on their contributions to the network on a daily basis. While DLive doesn't take a cut of creators' revenue, there are processing fees from third-party providers associated with converting Lino points into actual cash and vice versa. The exchange rate is currently fixed at 1.2 cents per Lino point. For example, PayPal charges 40 cents per transaction plus a 4.4% of the total transaction value to purchase Lino points.
So they're basically stating that they're not taking anything. However, the payment processor. Yes, thank you.
The link for that is in the chat. If you want to grab that article, mate.
That's interesting. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
What is the URL? DLive.
It's //DLive.tv. I'm gonna create an account right now to get my name in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out and I'll post it. Oh, I can't post it. I don't have it right. Someone post Bear, post that.
What you want? You want the website?
Yeah. All right, I'm looking at it now.
There you go. Anybody wanting to have a look at that? Sorry, Blubbing. Please continue where you were, mate.
That's all right. First of all, I wanted to say to Deck Train, I did get what you sent me, but I can't show videos without OBS very well. So I'm sorry. He sent a couple of videos about a water balloon fight into Taiwan Parliament. It is pretty funny.
This basically looks like Twitch. It's basically like a Twitch platform, is what it looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
But here's something that Pat, your boy Pat, had sent me in Twitter. A senior gymnast at Auburn University appeared to break both legs during her floor routine over the weekend, and I seen it. It's pretty gruesome. Samantha Serio was competing in the NCAA gymnastics regional final in Baton Rouge before her gruesome injury, which left audience members in shock.
Oof.
Serio who earned all SEC honors in 2017 and 2018, was on the first pass of her floor routine Friday when she took the devastating tumble. Video of the injury shows she landed awkwardly on her legs after flipping through the air. Medical staff and trainers were treating her for almost 10 minutes before she was ultimately carted off the floor. The crowd gave her a standing ovation as she left. Ranked number 13 in the nation, Auburn rallied for Serio on Friday and advanced to the championship round after finishing with a score of 197.075, second behind host LSU. The team, however, was knocked out of it in the next day. Ooh,
that does sound pretty bad.
Yeah, I've seen the video. It's pretty bad. It's almost as bad as years ago in American football. We had a quarterback, and his name just left me. He used to quarterback for the Washington Redskins for years. But his leg was broken on national TV. I was actually watching that game when it happened, and his leg snapped just below the knee, and you could see it, and the stump come down onto the ground.
Oh, no.
It was terrible. And then, of course, they had to show the replay like 15 times in a row. Ugh.
All right, I'm pulling up the video and I haven't seen it yet. No.
But yeah.
That's pretty grim.
Yeah. Pretty
Kinda
grim stuff.
Kind of want to see the video now.
I saw it pop up on Twitter. But I just that kind of stuff, watching fractures and sprains and shit. That gets me.
Yeah. But I don't want to end on a bad note, and we're getting close. So I'm going to do one more story here. I know we're doing back and forth, but I want to do one more here.
Oh, that's no problem, mate.
And it's not a redneck radio. If we don't do at least one crazy eye mule teeth story. Pelosi appears to mock Ocasio-Cortez over reliance on Twitter for support. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi appeared to mock Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez without mentioning her name over her reliance on Twitter for support, while neglecting the work to pass the Democratic agenda into laws. The New York Democrat, who has nearly 4 million followers on Twitter, has used the platform to rally the online support for her radical proposals like the Green New Deal, though none of the support translated into actual legislative victories. Yeah. Pelosi was asked during a USA Today interview published on Monday about her struggles of running a House caucus while freshman Democrats such as Ocasio-Cortez are pushing the party further to the left and fighting over more symbolic gestures rather than actually implementing Democratic policies. While there are people who have a large number of Twitter followers, what's important is that we have large numbers of votes on the floor of the House, Pelosi said. The top House Democrat also noted that progressives are fine after she had to tell them that they needed realistic legislation that could actually pass the House. As I say to my own district, you go out and elect 218 people, just like San Francisco, then we can talk, she said. This isn't the first time Pelosi threw shade at Ocasio-Cortez. Earlier this year, the House Speaker somewhat dismissed the Green New Deal during an interview with Politico. It will be one of several or maybe many suggestions that we receive, Pelosi said. The Green Dream, or whatever they call it, nobody knows what it is, but they're all for it, right? Ocasio-Cortez was reportedly left out of the Pelosi-approved Select Committee on the Climate Crisis, though some reports suggest the New York Democrat voluntarily decided not to join the committee, where the legislation to combat climate change will actually be worked out. The Green New Deal is estimated to cost up to $93 trillion or $600,000 per household, according to studies. The radical measure proposes the transformation of the U.S. economy to cut emissions in addition to retrofitting and replacing every building in an effort to reach the goal. So, yeah, Pelosi's throwing some more shade at her. I think she's getting a little sick of Pelosi and her crew. You know, Omar and what's that other one's name? I forget.
Was it Ilhan, Omar, and the other one?
Yeah, I can't recall their names either.
The other Muzzy.
Yeah, there's two Muzzies in AOC, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she's getting just a little tired of them.
Oh, well, I hope they keep going right up to 2020.
Oh, yeah.
They're literally sinking their own party. It is beautiful to watch.
Yeah. If they, I've said it before in this stream, I'll say it again. If they don't get a leash on those three, 2020 is going to be another bad year for the Democratic Party.
I would argue it's going to be way worse than 2016.
Yeah.
Way fucking worse. I'm going to enjoy every fucking minute of it. Every fucking second. Ooh. Are you ending the stream here or what's going on?
Oh, no. It goes to 4:30.
4:30.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to tap out here and get some food. I am dying.
All right. Thanks for joining us, bud. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I know, man. Thanks for having me. Good talking to you guys. Alex.
See you later, mate. Good speaking to you.
Yeah.
Yep. Later, guys.
Later.
See you later.
Thank you, Cryptic, Dirk 1 and Dirka 2. Yeah. Thing 1 and Thing 2. Yeah. P-Dog says, did your chat die or just not working for me? P-Dog, I've been noticing that it will pause for several minutes, and I don't know if it's because everybody just quit talking or because something's happening with YouTube. I've been noticing that a lot the last couple of streams.
Why is there music coming out of this friggin' website? Oh, there we go. Stop now. Good. Sorry, I'm all good now. I'm all good. Sorry, I'm just trying to create 2 accounts for this DLive thing.
Yeah.
Be done in a second. Oh no, I can't do it. Okay, I'll do it another time.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, so I was just trying to get 2 accounts in there so I can get my name.
And sorry, I was getting a little quiet. You all know I can't do 2 things at once. And P-Dog was wanting to tap in. We'll just make this the tap in and out stream, the tag team stream.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? He said there's something he needs to straighten you out on. So this ought to
Oh yeah, he reckons he's the prince, does he?
Oh, I don't know. So did you have another story there?
Yes, I do. I'm just trying to type this. If he comes in here shouting, I'm just going to tell him to piss off. He's in here, but I can't hear him.
I'm here. Just
You're here.
You're right, Gobshite. How's it going?
Let me fix my icon there. Look, there's only one prince in this stream right now.
Oh my god!
And that would be me.
Someone needs to gas. Somebody needs to gas him right now.
Just get it straight. What?
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. No, that's all.
Okay.
I don't even have to stay if you don't want me to. That's fine.
Well, it's not my stream, mate. So it's not really my
No, I know. I wasn't talking to you.
No.
Oh, well, maybe you should fuck off.
Hey, no. You know what? I'm not going to fuck off.
Well, perhaps you should.
Okay. Anyway, did you notice? I got a notification. I don't know why I'm subscribed to Kevin Logan.
I'm subscribed to him. I like to keep an eye.
I don't know why either. Hi, Mama Minnie, my daughter. Hi, sweetie.
Hey,
I keep track of him.
And the rest.
What's going on, Mama Minnie? I hope you're good.
So why are you subscribed to?
Well, just to keep kind of track of him. But he's streaming right now with Jared Holt. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, heard the name.
Right Wing Watch.
Yeah,
he's the one who he works for the. He coordinates with the SPLC and puts pretty much just put hit pieces out on everybody.
That's enough for me not to even like him if he coordinates SPLC.
Yeah,
a racist organization that hides itself as being anti-racist organization.
Ding! I'd hit my bell, but Bear doesn't like my bell.
And I've made it this far. I was trying to make it the whole stream, but I'm not going to do it because I'm doing the pee-pee dance. I will be right back. Behave yourself, you two, while I'm away.
Hey, what's the time, Bear? What's the time?
8 minutes past 9.
No, I mean as in for the pool. Not the one that Bloodwing's making right now, but the pool on when he would go.
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't even see people betting.
Oh, okay.
Have you created an account on DLive yet?
I have not. I was just looking at that because I just set up an account with Restream.
Yeah, I have an account with them.
Yeah, so I may start doing that so that my streams can go on Periscope and DLive at the same time. I looked over there and PewDiePie already has 177,000 subscribers over there.
Yeah,
for his live streams, which is, when you have 90 million on YouTube, that's probably not that difficult, but still. And there's a bunch over there right now, even. So where have you been?
Where have I been? Same place I always am at.
True. I guess I saw you on Ghostpoo the other day, but
where? Because I'm, a host of Ghostpoo. True. Like every single Monday, my channel has been for well over a year now.
Yeah. Oh, did you happen to go on Twitter this morning?
Yes.
Or earlier in the day? Did you see what the #1 trending?
I don't look at the trends like you do, mate.
Well, #1 all morning was yacht, cocaine, prostitutes.
Yachts, cocaine, prostitutes.
Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with. I don't know how you follow American politics, but Devin Nunes is a congressman who's referring a bunch of people to the Justice Department to be indicted or for referrals. And he's not very popular amongst the left-handed crowd. And apparently some winery had a raffle or some kind of auction, and some people won a yacht cruise from this winery. And apparently the people who won the yacht cruise brought a bunch of prostitutes and cocaine and things on there. Well, Devin Nunes is an investor in the winery, so it's not really related to him. He had nothing to do with this cruise, but apparently everyone decided that they were going to work the hashtag yacht cocaine prostitutes for the entire day, and it's still number 2 on Twitter, and I was just laughing about it. So
yeah, I seen that trending on Twitter today. I was like, what?
Yeah, so basically they're trolling Devin Nunes because he is suing one of the newspapers that tried to link him to this scandal, even though he's very peripherally related to it. So, but and then Candace Owens, she testified before Congress this morning.
Oh,
God. Yeah, apparently they had one of the committees had a hearing on white nationalism. So the Republicans invited Candace Owens. Oh, I can't take that girl. Anyway.
She's pretty close to being the conservative side's AOC.
Kind of. I think you're more of a conservative side cult of Dusty. Or Cult of Dusty is becoming the liberals' version of Candace Owens, whatever. Anyway, all right, that's my contribution. I'll be quiet and let you continue.
Did you have any more stories, Bear?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Well, let's hear it.
More than half of motorists view cyclists as subhuman cockroaches.
What, cyclists is in bicyclists or
yes, people who ride bikes, cyclists.
Right.
Drivers' strong negative opinions of cyclists can result in them committing deliberate acts of aggression against them. Next up in the news, water, wet.
Hey, now.
What?
Don't be dehumanizing the cyclist.
Why? They're annoying, especially when they ride 2 or 3 abreast.
Well, but you're not supposed to do that. I am one of those people, but I don't do that. I obey all traffic laws, and
yeah,
I do everything you're supposed to do.
The frustrating thing is when you see a cyclist that doesn't understand that they have to obey the same traffic laws that a car does.
Right, that's very annoying. I get mad at them even too when they don't. But anyway,
continue, Bear. Continue.
From so-called mammals, middle-aged men in lycra, that would be you, P-Dog, to fixie riding, red light running hipsters, cyclists seem to suffer from more negative stereotypes than any other road users. But now a study by Australian researchers has found that some motorists take things a step further and dislike cyclists so intensely that they view them as not being completely human. Well, they aren't, so these drivers are correct. Yeah, you can grunt all you like. You can grunt all you like.
I don't care if a person wants to ride their bicycle wherever they're going, whatever their reasons are, if they're trying to be green or if they're trying to be healthy or whatever. But yeah, just obey the rules. Don't block the road.
The study was carried out by Monash University, Queensland, and the University of Melbourne School of Psychological Sciences, and involved almost 450 participants, some who hadn't ridden a bicycle in the last year, and some who had, from Victoria, New South Wales, and Queensland. Participants were given either the iconic evolution of ape to man image, or an adaptation of that image for fuck's sake, or an adaptation of that image showing the stages of evolution from cockroach to human. This image was designed for the study due to the fact that many Australian road users insult cyclists by comparing them to cockroaches or mosquitoes. They were then asked to rate how human they believe cyclists to be on each scale. Oh, God. On both ape human and cockroach human scales, 55% of people in the group who hadn't ridden a bicycle in the last year rated cyclists as not being completely human. Interestingly, 30% of people in the group who had ridden a bicycle in the last year also rated cyclists as not completely human. So even cyclists are so bad that other cyclists hate cyclists.
Yeah.
Okay, I can relate to that.
That's funny.
Although I'm superhuman. So that's...
You're superhuman, huh?
And of course, my last article that I had, that I grabbed just before the stream starts, was of course the Good Morning Britain article.
Yeah.
Good Morning Britain viewers furious as ex-convict says prisoners should be entitled to IVF. Discuss.
Now, read that again now.
To what?
Good Morning Britain viewers furious as ex-convict says prisoners should be entitled to IVF. Discuss.
What is IVF?
It's treatment for women that are basically unable to have kids. It helps them have kids, basically.
Oh.
Very expensive stuff.
Oh, intravenous or not intravenous. What is it called?
Intrauteral.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? If you're in prison, why are you even worried about having kids?
Presumably so they can have kids when they come out.
That what?
Presumably. I mean, I've not read the article yet, so...
Yeah.
Good Morning Britain viewers were left furious today during a debate about whether prisoners should be entitled to IVF. Appearing on the ITV morning show, former Strangeways and Forest Bank inmate Cody Lackley, who served 2 years over 3 stretches, argued that making the treatment available to prisoners could prevent them from reoffending. I don't get it, but okay. However, Richard Medley, who was hosting today's show, said that having certain rights taken away from you is part of the punishment of being in prison, which it absolutely is. It's part of the deal. You do the time, you forfeit your human rights while you're in jail, he said. To which Lackley said, once you enter prison, yes, you committed a crime, but you don't stop being a person. And the last thing you want to do is dehumanize people. What's that got to do with IVF treatment? Prisoners are not allowed to vote, so they're not on the government's agenda. So prisoners should be given the basic human right to father children while behind bars. Well, how are you supposed to father children and whilst you're behind bars unless you got pregnant beforehand?
Maybe the prison guards are hitting it. I don't know. Why would you want to have a child behind bars?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's also serious risks. And a lot more money that would have to be invested into women's prisons.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous amounts of money.
Just more kids to go on the government dole.
Exactly. If you have been in a relationship for 15 years and your partner stayed by you while you're in prison, why should you be punished for your criminality? What? Because you committed a crime.
Yeah.
Freaking douche nozzle. It's a guy saying this.
Why should you wait? Hold on. Why should you be punished?
It's a guy saying it, not a woman.
Why should you be punished for your criminality? Isn't that the point?
Yeah. Because you broke the law.
I thought this guy was a chick. Medley hit back by suggesting that compensating the families of prisoners diminishes the effect of the punishment. But Lackley argued relationships in prison are key to reducing reoffending. Lord Michael Farmer himself says prisoners who receive visits in prison are 39% less likely to reoffend. What society needs to remember is that 99% of prisoners, unless serving a whole life tariff, will be introduced back into society at some point. Viewers soon took to Twitter to express their outrage over the debate, with one person writing, "No way should they be entitled. Many couples who haven't committed a crime are unable to get IVF. they should come first. Absolutely. And I'm fairly sure IVF treatment is private in the UK. Or at least partially. I don't know. You have a super chat there,
Yeah, thank you, Cryptic, for the donation. As Akon said, she got knocked up. Let her out. Question mark.
People who, on the outside should be prioritized, not people who have committed crimes.
Yeah, well, it's just like Bernie Sanders just recently stated that not just prisoners, felons should be given the right to vote while they're in prison.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no. Exactly. That's one of the fundamental, in most states anyway, that you lose when you become a felon. And especially not while you're in prison.
I think I figured it out. The guy who wants that to be done, he's a prison guard. He's just trying to get some.
he just wants some of that prison poutine.
We don't need IVF for that. If anything, a woman needing IVF is it's a golden apple right there. She won't get pregnant. You can go bareback all you like.
That's how he can figure it out.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the end of what I had today, mate.
I don't know. Well, I guess that makes it story time, doesn't it? And the only story my poor old brain will come up today is another Chicken Charlie story. Remember, we told a story about him the other day. My Uncle Charlie. And it's more of a, hey, y'all watch this moment than anything else. Years ago, when I was much younger, and his son, my cousin, is just a year younger than I am. So we've done a lot of things together. And me and him and his dad, Uncle Charlie, we went rabbit hunting. It was rabbit season. We all, I believe, had 20 gauge shotguns. I was probably about 15 at the time. And we're just walking up and down these train tracks looking for rabbits to shoot, obviously. And we weren't having any luck. I think we scared up one and we missed it. And so we were starting to get bored, and Charlie decided to entertain us. Unfortunately, what he thought was entertainment was a really dumb idea. He took his shotgun in one hand and one of our shotguns in the other hand and decided he's going to fire them off at the same time, one-handed. Unfortunately, one of them he held in his right hand was a breech loader. And if you've ever fired a breech loader, you know it has that lever that points back toward the web of your thumb. So when he pulled the trigger, the one in his left hand come up and smacked him in the head. And the one in his right hand nearly took his thumb off.
Oof. Ow.
It just cut right down through the web of his thumb. So we had to, the hunting trip was over at that point. And we walked back to the truck. He did not go to the hospital. He probably should have got some stitches, but he was too embarrassed over being that stupid. But yeah, short little
donut.
Hey, y'all, watch this. In case you think it's just a meme that rednecks have hold my beer moments, no, it's not.
So apparently he didn't get that wascally wabbit.
He did not get that wascally wabbit.
Thank you, chat, for making me think about that.
Pumpkin
trucker and furry kitten.
Yeah, I thought of that because somebody asked me if I had any hunting stories, and that was the first one to come to mind. And I'm now getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
Oh, I thought I was having a stroke. Where's that music coming from?
Then it was just P-Dog and Irate Bear. What's going on, mate? What have you been up to?
You know, I've been doing my stream. Had some fun Friday and Saturday because one of the trends was 80s music. And so my daughter came and sat with me here in front of the camera, and we did some 80s music sing-alongs on Saturday. Other than that, just doing my thing, man. Channel's starting to grow a little bit. That's good.
Oh, good.
And it's been a lot of fun. I just did my 60-second stream this morning.
60-second stream?
No, as in 62.
Sorry about that, folks. I wouldn't even have bothered to answer it, but I'm expecting a call from my surgeon to make an appointment. I don't know what that was. It was just silence. Complete silence on the other end when I picked it up. So.
Oh. Not like the Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, not like the sound of silence. not quite like that.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, no, not quite like that. Toasted Network. Why do you think people are criticizing your boy Pat for being part of the military? Because people are snowflakes and they're idiots. That's my answer.
Wait, who's criticizing for that?
Oh, it was a few days ago on Twitter, and he had a bunch of people, a bunch of snowflakes, because he tweeted that, here I am, a black man that's made the most out of my life, basically is what he was tweeting, and mentioned his military service. And they were coming back with, oh, God, you're working for the white man.
Oh, okay. I saw that. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Owen Harmon says here in Hungary you can get free IVF from the government, but only if you're married, free of debt, and have no criminal record. I really wouldn't have that big a problem with that. As long as you're responsible and able to take care of it and show that responsibility. Yeah, okay.
As long as
what did you send to me, Jim? Let's look. A video. Yeah, I can't really show video without OBS, darling. But yeah, I'll. Oh, Canadian geese. Okay.
Yes. Jen sent me something on Twitter. Let's have a look. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a one-legged Canadian goose.
I'll have a look at that video afterwards, Jen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a look at it after a while. But yeah, for the few minutes we have left, it's question time.
Hey.
Do you see Toasted's question there? The second one.
Do you think Candace Owens is the right wing Anita Sarkeesian? There's some similarities. I just think she's not a very smart person. She tries to portray herself as one, but she's not.
I think she's really, really practiced all the talking points.
Yeah.
Because she says all those perfect little lines that come from, what's that thing that she's with, Turning Point, and all the lines that you want to hear from a black conservative, but I never really get the feeling that she believes what she's saying, and she gets so adamant about everything, but she's a very ambitious woman, which is fine. I like ambitious women, but I think hers has all been about monetizing something in her life, and she found her niche.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I hear her talk or see her talk, she sounds intelligent enough, but I just get this sense of she's just vacant inside upstairs.
Yeah.
Questions, guys. Questions. And dead air.
just waiting for them lot. Bloodwing, what is the meaning of your name?
I've told this story before. Some people think it comes from the Borderlands series. No, I had this name long before Borderlands. And that Bloodwing is a female bird, and doesn't have the E in between blood and wing. It's actually, I took the name from an independent comic series that ran in the 80s.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that. That was a pretty good series.
Yeah, it was kind of a psychic space vampire kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Okay. I guess you have to be old enough to know that.
Yeah, so that's where my name come from. Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. That's good. Well, if we're gonna have dead hair while we're waiting for another question, I have one story and it's short.
Okay.
Which I thought was pretty cool because a lot of times, every time I get one of these stories, like of some kid who got accepted to like to all 8 Ivy League schools or something like that, it's always some Nigerian kid. Always is. Well, here's one that I read the other day. Identical twins named valedictorian and salutatorian of Ohio high school. A set of identical twins just claimed the top 2 spots in their class at Ohio high school. Deontay Wright was named valedictorian at Scott High School in Toledo for the class of 2019 with a 4.5 GPA, according to WTVG. His brother, Deon Trey, slid in just behind him at salutatorian with a 4.4 GPA. We both like to compete against each other. Deon Trey told WTVG, we want to score higher than each others. And they both got full rides to Ohio State University. And the reason I like this story is because they're a couple young African-American kids. And just to prove that, you know what? You work hard and good things happen.
Absolutely.
And so it was just a story that I liked.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Absolutely. Good on them. That's pretty cool that they came in first and second.
Yeah, first and second in their class. So that's cool. And both, full scholarships. Or I said they're going to both study electrical engineering.
Fair.
Oh, so
Jen asked me if and no, I had not heard that. If I'd heard that you fell in a hole on a Minecraft stream.
What about it?
Just wanted to know if I'd heard it, and then she says, "I know you'd know my reference," and yes, I do. She's referring to Simon.
Is she?
Yeah, he's known for falling into holes.
Oh, okay. Well, it was on creative mode, so I flew out of it. So,
Toasta says, "What do you think about Andrew Yang?" I'm not sure. I know who that is. You know, I may do this kind of content, but that doesn't mean that I know everybody.
I know of him, and I don't know enough about. I don't know where he came from. He's just out of the blue to me. I don't know, where he's from or whatever. And I know he's really big into this universal guaranteed income or whatever it's called, which I don't know how that could ever work, because in order to have that, you'd have to take money from somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
And Monkey was looking up the cost of it, $4 trillion a year.
Yeah. No,
but I suppose that's only if you gave it to everybody.
And with that, we are actually a few minutes over. So we're going to go on and get out of here. Thank you, chat. Thank all of you for coming out and supporting the stream. Thank you for those of you that donated. Thank you for my moderators. I'm glad you don't have to be put to work too often, but glad you're there when you do. As always, thank you, Bear, for coming. You have anything to shill?
Yes, I do. I put out a video yesterday regarding the PewDiePie petition to get him off the platform. I'm going to link it in the chat now. Go give it a watch, guys.
Yeah, you go watch it. And P-Dog, Lawyer Dog, thank you for coming in. Anything you want to show?
Y'all can just check out my channel. I'm starting to put shorter clips of my stream. I stream every morning, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central, 2 p.m. GMT. So you can find that on my channel. There's the link.
There you go. And as always, get out of my yard.
Bye, guys.
Bye.